Hi, family. Today I come to talk about wow, we could only serve one God, you know, and I'm going to serve Jesus to the day I die. But the reality of it is, you have to be faithful and you have to be loyal. You can't just be with God when He giving you what you want. And then when you get what you want, you push away from Him. You leave Him. Uh, I've seen a lot of good sisters and a lot of good brothers wind up going downhill because they constantly ask God for what they need and what they want, and they get it. They be going to church while everything is good. Then when it gets real good, they feel they don't need God anymore. That's the biggest mistake you can make. I've seen these people that are doing so good turn their back on God and have gone downhill. Remember, if God got to take everything you have and then give it back to you, you come back to Him. That's what's going to happen. You see, look what happened with the prodigal child. He took everything and left. And he's seen himself sleeping with pigs and everything else and had to come back home. This is the way it is. You see, the devil is going to always make you feel that being on his side, you're doing good. You know, everything, you having happy times, you enjoying yourself and all that. But when the downfall comes, it's great, it's big. You see, that's things that we do. The more we get, the more we want. Listen to me. I thank God for everything I have. A lot of times I've said to my wife, we really got everything we need. Why even want more? Of course, we always feel we could live more comfortable. We have bills on top of bills, but we survive and we're living a great life. You see, everything ain't money. Yes, I understand. We need money to eat. We need money to pay bills. We need money for almost everything. Right? But the point with that is, how are we living compared to how we used to live? You see, you can't serve the devil and serve God. It's never going to work out for you. You know? Please, family, friends, and people that's listening, don't turn your back on God. When you turn your back on God, you're turning it on yourself, because the reality is the outcome is not going to be good. You see, I've always said it. We want what we want when we want it. We ask God for stuff and we feel that we don't get it fast enough, and we go about the wrong way of getting it. But that don't help either. I've seen myself in that predicament. I've seen myself having a regular job and doing good. Every family applaud me and everything. But in me, I didn't feel like I was getting what I needed to go. I used to take my money and get paid, pay bills and everything, and stay broke and wind up doing the same thing over. You see, I was turning my back on God when I wasn't even following Him. Because everybody knows that you ask God for everything. There's people that don't believe in God. Rich people feel that they're on top of the world until they dying. Oh, God help me. You know, I've seen it myself. Like I said, I've happened to me. Being in jail and get on my knees and say, God, let me go. Let me go, please, God, let me go. I won't do this again. And I've got home on the first parole board. And come out and start using drugs and selling drugs all over again. And wind up right back. So if at that time, we all his kids, right? I didn't know the Bible. But I you know, was raised in a house and the family always talked about God. We all, you know, back when I was a kid, you used to go to school and you used to have to go to religious instruction for 1 hour every Wednesday. So you learn about God. And so I knew I could ask God. And I did. And got what I asked for. As soon as I get it, turn my back on him. This is not the way it goes. You know, when you don't get what you want, when you ask for it, just keep on asking him and keep having faith. And when you get it, keep serving him. Don't be a one day a week Christian. And you know, and when I talk like this, I mean, I'm not trying to offend nobody or nothing, but this is things that we do. They say I include myself in everything. I've been there and done that. You see, that's why I like to speak on it. Because I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but myself. And I feel, you know, I've seen a lot of people tell me, man, Vic, man, you're doing so good, you know, wow, you've changed so much, and things like that. And they have come up to me for advice and everything. But it goes in through one ear and comes through another. I'm not doing nothing spectacular that you can't do. It's not like you need a diploma or you need to, you know, have a high IQ to follow God. As a matter of fact, you could probably get all that following him the right way, as long as you do it from your heart. Inside is what counts, not the outside. You know, I know a lot of my peoples that I know are going through a lot of unnecessary issues. Pick up that book. That book, the Bible, must be doing a lot. It's the book that most sells. So obviously it's working, you know? And I get it, because I'm not a great reader or nothing like that. Going to church and really listening and finding the right church for you to have it in your heart and you getting something out of it. I love my church. I've always said that. But I praise God. All man fails. God never fails. Stop serving two gods, three gods, you know, whoever you think is your God. Please. I know a lot of you are, and when I see you go down, it breaks my heart, because I know you'll know better. You know, when you have kids, and when one kid knows what he shouldn't be doing and one don't, usually you hit the kid that knows what he's doing wrong harder or even more often than you hit the one that don't know, because you can't do nothing to him because he don't know. Why would you hit him? We have that situation with the Lord. If you know the Lord, it's worse for you. Even though God's still gonna forgive you. Still God's gonna forgive you. Get right with God. No matter what you're going through in this world, give it to Him and stick to it. I mean, when you don't have Him and you know Him already, you're suffering anyway, so why can't you wait? God forgave you once, twice, and He'll keep forgiving you. But what counts is what you got in your heart, in your inner heart. You can't serve the devil and God at the same time. So your life is in your hands. And if you do it the right way, you give your life to God. God bless you. Real Talk with Victor.